Hi everyone, it's Jessica. Today's April 17th, 2015, and this is VEDA Day 17. This is my third attempt at my video for the day. Driving home, I was processing some thinking about communities and relationships and the importance of picking and choosing and sustaining the ones that are really important to you, and I was really quite happy with the video and the things that I had been thinking through, and my phone ran out of storage right at the end. I went in to make more space so I could record the ending clip and then edit them together, and I accidentally deleted it, so that was fun. Then a little while ago I recorded a video thinking through an interaction that I had yesterday when I got to visit some of my former students, and when I went to check that video and then upload it, the sound didn't record. So this is try 3. My husband told me he thought that perhaps it was a sign, and I refused to listen. I said, no, I'm not going to skip a day. I've made it 16 days. I'm not going to miss a day. So I'm also not going to record a video saying how I lost all my other videos. So I looked around my desk and I thought, what can I talk about on my VEDA video? And I noticed that I have all these different knickknacks and things that may look a bit random to some people, but they all have meaning behind them. And they're things that have traveled with me through the years as I've gone from classroom to classroom and even school to school. So I thought I would just show you a couple of them. This is my superhero stick. This is Mrs. R wearing her superhero cape. Every year I always had a job chart, and we would just write the kids' names on popsicle sticks, and then, you know, I would move the popsicle sticks each week, and the kids would have a different job every week. And one year I just thought, you know, I just want something different. I like to do a lot of different arts and crafts and activities at the beginning of the year that help me to get to know the kids and help them to get to know one another and build community. And so it was always just so amazing to me, you know, when you give kids time to just do some artwork, and especially when you offer up the opportunity for them to reflect about who they are and sort of what their aspirations are, and to put those two things together and create something like a superhero, you can learn so much about the kids. So we all made our superheroes, and then every week I would move our superheroes through the job chart, and that was just a really fun activity that, you know, got the kids talking about what kind of superpowers they would have and what sort of qualities from themselves that they had currently they would want their superhero to also have. Another thing that I keep on my desk is this flower made out of duct tape. I don't know why, but there's something about 4th graders and duct tape. 5th graders like it too, but like 4th graders are really into it. 3rd graders are always into origami. It's just a thing. And something about the duct tape and the 4th graders, 2 or 3 years in a row, my kids were just all about making things out of duct tape. One year, our paraprofessional pretty suddenly had some serious health issues and was in the hospital for a long time. And with the cards that we were sending, the kids wanted to make something for her. And so they decided to make bracelets and crowns and flowers and all kinds of things out of duct tape, and send those to her as little gifts that she could have in addition to just the well wishes that they were sending in their cards. And she came in afterwards and said how much that meant to her. So it was pretty awesome to see just the way that they come up with things. And quite honestly, you know, I would not be able to make this out of duct tape. My kids were always doing things like that really impressed me. You know, we would be making cards for somebody, and next thing I know, the kids have made a 3D pop-up card that I would never be able to construct, and they, you know, just figure out you cut it here and you fold it here and you're able to do all these things. Or, you know, we would be making snowflakes in December, and next thing I know, we've got these like 3D geometric, you know, sphere snowflakes going on, and then they're teaching each other how to do all of that. And so, yeah, it's pretty fun when you give kids time and space to just create, to see the kinds of things that they come up with, and you also learn a lot. Another thing that I have that I keep on my desk is this pin. It has a quote on it. It says, "The best teachers teach from the heart, not from the book." I actually was just in a school today who had that quote hanging on the wall as a poster, and this pin is something that a friend gave to me, and it was a perfect time. It really resonated with me at that time, because I was struggling so much with the difference between the things that I felt like the kids needed and how to help them be better human beings and support them with their needs that they had, versus, you know, teaching from the textbook. And I was in a situation where I was being told, you need to be on this page at this time, and, you know, you need to follow this curriculum to a T, and it just didn't feel like it fit, and I wasn't able to be responsive to my kids. And in general, that's just, you know, it goes against my philosophy to just sort of flip through the pages and read through the script. That is definitely not my teaching style, so that meant a lot to me, and it really resonates with my philosophy of education. Another thing that I have on my desk is this sunflower. It is solar powered, moves back and forth, and this was something that a student gave to me my first year teaching, and, you know, I'm a bit of a collector. I tend to have, you know, as I look around, I've got a lot of things from a lot of different kids, and I have a hard time kind of parting with them. Over 5 years of teaching, especially teaching elementary school, you collect a lot of things, and so, you know, they're most of the post-it notes that kids would leave in my mailbox, or the cards that kids would make me out of construction paper, and I got better about taking a picture and then letting them go. But there are a lot of things that I haven't let go yet. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm getting there. But that's a gift that I think it was probably one of my first gifts from a kiddo that first year when I had my own classroom, and he came in and said, "Mrs. Raleigh, I saw this and I thought of you, and it made me think of these things that we've been talking about, and I really wanted you to have it." And so it meant a lot to him, and his face just lit up knowing that it was on my desk and it was something that was important to me and that I enjoyed having. The last thing that I want to show you that's on my desk is my Harry Potter wand. This was always just fun. I used to have so many things, my Harry Potter wand, I had musical instruments, I had a recorder, and just, different things that were really fun to use for transitions. I much rather play a song or do a call and response, or other things that would lighten the mood for transitions and cleanup, and even just sort of indicating, like, go and talk to a partner and tell them 3 things that you just learned in one question you have. Those kinds of things are really easy to weave into your day, but I think it makes a big difference. Get yourself out of that routine, mix things up, keep things fun. So I think that that's important to do as well. And there's several things behind me, but one of the things that you probably see a lot in my videos, because it's usually in the background there, is the Holstein Manifesto, and that is one of the first gifts that I received to decorate my very first classroom. It was given to me by my dear friend Brittany. We were interns together and have been educators all through the 5 years so far, and it just is something that really speaks to me. And I actually, my last year teaching, built a whole unit around manifestos, and the kids wrote their own manifestos, and that was a really, really amazing, powerful experience to do that with the kids. And so it was always so great to, they had seen that hanging on my wall all through the year, and so it was just really awesome when we were able to write our own and talk about what a manifesto is and what's the purpose of it. So that's also something that I keep in my office, and this is sort of my home office now, a space that I created when I left my classroom, and it has a lot of things from my classroom. It also has, it also has a ton of my picture books and things like that, which are another one of my very cherished possessions from my classroom. I have probably over 1,200 books now from my classroom library, many of which are chapter books, but a lot of them are picture books, and my picture books are definitely the ones that I love the most. So there's some random things from my classroom and that now live in my office here that mean something important to me. I hope all of you had a really great week and a fantastic Friday, and I'll chat with all of you tomorrow.